Okay, attempt number 2. My first recording had no audio, so yay, let's go. I've been following the carnivore diet for almost 5 months right now, and I can tell you that I feel incredible. I have so much energy, I have incredible focus, but my progress in the gym is going insane, and I am convinced that this is the best diet there is for me, and I think for human beings in general. So in this video, I'm going to give you 6 reasons why you should get onto the carnivore diet. Now, really quickly, before continuing, I want to ask you, are you happy with how much progress you are making in the gym? Do you want to make more progress in a shorter amount of time? Do you want to shred body fat? Do you want to pack on muscle like a maniac? Well, I can help you with that. If you want to get my one-to-one personal help to reach your dream physique using the carnivore diet, then simply click the top link in the video description right now. Okay, so reason number 1, vegetables taste bad. No, I'm just kidding. Reason number 1 is the carnivore diet is the easiest diet there is. You see, before I was following the carnivore diet, I was tracking every calorie I was eating. Like, I was literally weighing all my foods like an absolute autist to the single gram. I remember one time I was actually weighing my rice, and I would literally take single grains of rice and put them back into the bag until I had the right weight that I had to eat. And I was so confused at one point. Like, my whole life revolved around food, and it made me overthink about eating so much. While right now my diet is incredibly easy. When I'm hungry, I just get 500 grams or 1 kilogram of ground beef. I get a pan, I put it on the fire, I throw in the meat, I cook it. When it's done, I eat it, and that's my food. Simple as that. I no longer have to think about how long my vegetables have to cook, how long my rice has to boil, what spices I'm going to put on the chicken. It's just simply meat, pan, eat it. Boom. That's it. The carnivore diet is just so incredibly easy. You no longer have to think about anything. You can save all of your brain points for the rest of your work, and you save so much time. Reason number 2, the carnivore diet is the best diet for bodybuilding. You see, when you're eating only meat and eggs, it's incredibly easy to hit your protein goals. You're simply hitting your protein goals every day, no exception. It's simply impossible to not hit your protein goals unless you're not eating anything. And also on this diet, you're shredding body fat and you're packing on muscle like a maniac. In the last few months, I've put on like 4, 5 or 6 kilos of muscle, and I lost 2 or 3 kilos of body fat. And all that while eating intuitively. I wasn't even thinking about food, and it just went without me noticing. I mean, look at my bicep right now. It's so much bigger compared to before, and it's actually incredible how easily this went, and it's only because of the carnivore diet. Back in the golden era of bodybuilding, bodybuilders were also eating steak and eggs. There was this one bodybuilder who was eating up to 6 pounds of horse meat every day. 6 pounds of horse meat. Think about that. But also, before there were any steroids in the market, people were following the carnivore diet, and that's how they got that big. It's literally a cheat code to get huge on this diet. Now, some people might say that you need carbs in order to bulk up and look bigger. And while sure, that's true, you will look bigger when you're bulking up using carbs, but that's only because you're putting on more fat and you're retaining water. Because what's happening when you're eating carbs, your body is turning those carbohydrates into glycogen, and your body doesn't actually want to do anything with it. So your body will store that glycogen in your muscles, resulting in them looking bigger. And also, for every 1 molecule of glycogen that is stored in your body, that glycogen molecule will also attract 2 molecules of water. So that's why guys who are bulking with a lot of carbs always look so incredibly puffy, because they just simply retain so much water. And I used to do this as well. I used to hold so much water always. And I actually had this problem for 2 or 3 years straight, that every night I had to get out of bed at least once in order to pee. And this was simply because I was holding all this water. So at night I had to pee. But right now on the carnivore diet, when I'm not eating any carbs at all, I don't no longer have this problem. I can just sleep an entire night without having to pee in the middle of the night. So that's just another benefit. And yeah, I'm so grateful for this diet, because I just sleep so much better right now. Reason number 3, your energy will skyrocket. Right now, I feel like a machine. I feel like a superhero, because Basically, I have infinite energy. Now, the reason for this is because on the carnivore diet, you're not eating any carbs and you're getting into ketosis. Now, what ketosis is basically is your body will start turning fat cells into ketones, and ketones are a very efficient form of energy. So, when you're on the carnivore diet, you basically have infinite energy because your body has access to all your body fat. You don't actually need to eat to have energy. I can literally go a week without eating and still have enough energy to work out, to run a marathon or something. There was actually a guy who ran 5 marathons in 5 days without eating. And it's simply because he was in ketosis and he had access to all his body fat, all the energy stored in his body. While there were also runners who had to constantly eat these carb energy bars in order to stay energized for the rest of the run. And this guy could go for 5 days, 5 marathons without eating, simply because he was in ketosis. So the carnivore diet, it will give you superhuman energy. You will have infinite energy, and it feels incredible. Reason number 4, your brain will work a lot better. It will work so much more effective and efficient because when you're eating carbs, your brain needs to run on carbs as energy, and your brain actually prefers to run on ketones. And this is because your brain is almost 60% made out of fat. So ketones are the optimal form of energy for your brain. And when there are any ketones available in your body, they will first go to your brain, and only when your brain has had enough, then they will go to the rest of your body. But when you're not in ketosis, you don't actually have enough ketones in your body to sustain your brain, so your brain is actually forced to run on carbs. Now, carbs, they are not the most optimal form of energy for our brain, and this results in us getting brain fog. I remember every day when I was in school, when I was studying, when I was trying to get some work done, I would never be able to focus because I had this insane brain fog, and I just couldn't wrap my head around why I was getting this brain fog. I was trying all these different things. I was trying to stay fasted in the morning, and that actually helped. Staying fasted in the morning helped with losing my brain fog, but when I had a meal with carbs, it just came back. And this is because when you are fasted, you don't have this influence of carbs. So your brain actually performs as it should perform. So the carnivore diet is just another cheat code to just get more work done, to become more productive, to become more focused. Like right now, I have no brain fog. I have an insane mental clarity. I have this laser-like focus that I have never had in my entire life before the carnivore diet. And yeah, that's just another sick reason to follow the carnivore diet. Now, reason number 5 is plants are bad for us. I remember the first time I heard this, I couldn't actually believe this. I didn't believe it because all of my life I have actually heard that plants are good for us. You need to eat your vegetables to get big and strong, guys. Popeye was eating his spinach to get super strong, and it was just impossible for me to believe that plants are bad for us, but they are actually bad for us. We are not meant to eat plants because a plant does not want to get eaten. Just like, for example, I don't know, a deer doesn't want to get eaten, but a deer, they can run away or they can fight back with their antlers or something. But a plant cannot run, a plant cannot hit a predator or something, they cannot bite. The only thing they can do is just stand there and accept being eaten. Except for they can produce defense chemicals. Now there is actually a way to realize that there are defense chemicals in plants, because when you're eating vegetables raw, for example, think about, I don't know, Brussels sprouts. They are disgusting. They are insanely bitter and you don't want to eat them, especially raw, but even cooked. That's actually because there are over 120 human carcinogens in Brussels sprouts. Think about that. There are over 120 chemicals in Brussels sprouts that can kill humans. And our parents, they were for some reason forcing us to eat those. And we are wondering why the hell do those babies always spit out their vegetables? Well, it's because they don't want to eat them. It's their body saying, we shouldn't eat this, spit it out, it's killing us. So stop eating vegetables. Now humans have actually came up with a way to eat vegetables with them being a lot less harmful, and this is by cooking the shit out of them. When you cook vegetables, you destroy a lot of these defense chemicals, but you're also simply destroying a lot of the healthy nutrients that are in plants. So the one positive thing that you're getting from plants, you are removing it from the plant. Like, what's the whole use? And of course, you can eat raw vegetables, but it's simply disgusting. And yeah, okay, I enjoyed carrots. I really enjoyed carrots. I enjoyed pickles. But apart from that, there are almost no tasty raw vegetables. People might say, oh yeah, but a salad is nice. Well, yeah, but that's because you're putting a shit ton of fucking dressing over it, a lot of sauce and a lot of other ingredients. So of course it's going to taste nice. Have you ever tried taking one handful of arugula and eating that raw? Well, it's fucking disgusting. In my opinion, it tastes like rubber and it's so incredibly, I don't know, spicy in your mouth or something. And people are saying it's good for us. Well, no, it's not good for us. It's our body is literally telling us that it's bad for us by making it disgusting. Our tongue uses as a defense mechanism for our body. And when we taste that something is bitter or it's spicy or it's sour or anything, then it's simply our body saying, spit it out. We shouldn't eat this. This is unhealthy. So stop eating plants. When you're eating plants, you are actually creating small infections in your body. Plants are making us sick. And this actually brings me to reason number 6 why the carnivore diet is superior. The carnivore diet fixes cancer. The carnivore diet fixes Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, autoimmune diseases like rheumatic arthritis. And that's simply because you're no longer eating any plant toxins. You're no longer eating anything that is bad for you, because red meat, eggs, they are only good for us. There's nothing bad in them. Now what happens when you're eating plants? The plants, those defense chemicals, they are actually killing us on a small scale. And this is making us sick. I don't think that plants actually completely cause diseases, but I think they really help creating those diseases. Do you know Jordan Peterson? He used to have gum disease. He had chronic gum disease and he had it for his entire life. He went onto the carnivore diet and in a few months it went away. His daughter, she had an autoimmune disease and she can eat nothing but red meat. And when she started eating that, it went away. And guess what? She tried eating a salad once and she got sick again immediately. That's just a sign that the carnivore diet, it helps fixing diseases. So yeah, those were 6 reasons why you should get onto the carnivore diet. I really hope I convince you to get onto this diet. If I haven't convinced you, then please give a comment on why I didn't. Please start a discussion. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. That was basically my video. Thank you a lot for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the channel. And also check out some of my other videos. They might be really helpful to you as well. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video.